Welcome back to Ed Resonance Talks, everyone. Today, Alice and I are tackling a topic that's, honestly, a little bit intimidating for a lot of people. AI in the classroom. It feels like every other headline is either AI will save us all or AI will destroy everything we know about education.
Exactly, Robert. And in the middle of all that noise, educators are trying to figure out what it actually means for their day-to-day, for their students. It's not just a buzzword anymore, is it? It's here, it's evolving fast, and it's raising some really fundamental questions.
It really is. And I think a lot of the initial reactions, both positive and negative, are based on some assumptions that, frankly, just aren't holding up. So, we wanted to dig into 5 counterintuitive truths about AI in education that we think every educator really needs to understand.
Yeah, these aren't the obvious ones. These are the insights that might make you pause and rethink your entire approach. Let's start with the first one, which I think is a huge relief for many. AI won't replace teachers. But here's the counterintuitive part. It will transform teaching.
Oh, absolutely. I've had so many conversations with teachers who are genuinely worried about their jobs. They see AI generating lesson plans or grading papers and think, what's left for me? But that's missing the point entirely. AI can automate tasks, sure, but it can't replicate human connection, empathy, or the nuanced understanding a teacher brings to a classroom.
Right? Think about it. AI can give you data, personalize learning paths, even draft a quiz, but it can't inspire a struggling student, recognize the subtle nonverbal cues that indicate someone needs a little extra support, or foster a sense of community in a classroom. Those are uniquely human strengths.
Precisely. The transformation is in freeing teachers up from the mundane, the administrative burdens. Imagine having an AI copilot that handles the grunt work of differentiation, allowing you to spend more time on meaningful interactions, on mentorship, on sparking curiosity. That's a powerful shift, not a replacement.
It really reframes the teacher's role, elevating it from information dispenser to facilitator, mentor, and guide. It's about leveraging AI to amplify human teaching, not diminish it. That's the core of that first truth, I think. Moving on to the second truth, which I love. AI isn't just for coding, it's a powerful tool for creativity and humanities.
This one blows people's minds, I find. Everyone thinks AI is for the STEM kids, the computer science majors. But I've seen some incredible examples of AI being used in literature classes, art history, even music composition. It's not about replacing creativity, but augmenting it.
Think of it this way. AI can be a brainstorming partner. For a creative writing student, it can generate prompts, explore different plot lines, or even help analyze narrative structures from classic texts. It's not writing the story for them, it's expanding their possibilities, helping them overcome writer's block by giving them a different lens.
Or in art. Imagine using AI to explore different artistic styles or to generate variations of a concept. A student studying art history could use AI to compare and contrast stylistic elements across different periods with an incredible level of detail. It opens up new avenues for exploration and understanding, making learning much more dynamic.
It's about making these tools accessible to everyone, not just those with a coding background. It demystifies AI and shows its broad applicability, proving that it's a literacy for all, not just a niche skill. And that actually leads us beautifully into our third counterintuitive truth. The biggest challenge isn't cheating, it's preparing students for an AI-powered world.
Okay, this is probably the truth that elicits the most sighs from educators. The moment ChatGPT came out, the immediate reaction was panic about cheating. And yes, academic integrity is vital, but focusing solely on catching cheaters misses the forest for the trees. We're fighting yesterday's battle while tomorrow's challenges are knocking.
It's a defensive posture, isn't it? Instead of asking, how do we stop them from using AI, we should be asking, how do we teach them to use AI ethically and effectively? Because whether we like it or not, our students are graduating into a world where AI is going to be as ubiquitous as the internet is today, if not more so.
Think about it. In 5 or 10 years, most white collar jobs will involve some level of interaction with AI tools. If we're not teaching students how to prompt effectively, how to critically evaluate AI generated content, how to integrate AI responsibly into their workflows, then we're doing them a massive disservice. We're sending them out unprepared.
It's a shift from don't use this tool to here's how to master this tool responsibly and critically. We need to be teaching them AI literacy, which includes understanding its limitations, its biases, and its ethical implications. That's a far more challenging, but also far more valuable, endeavor than just trying to build better AI detectors.
And it makes assessment more interesting too. Instead of an essay produced in isolation, maybe it's an essay with AI, and the student has to justify their prompts, explain their editorial choices, and analyze the AI's contribution. That's a higher order thinking skill right there. Which actually leads us to truth number 4. AI isn't about giving students answers, it's about empowering them to ask better questions.
Oh, this is a big one for me, Robert. For so long, education has been about the right answer. We ask a question, students recall information, they give us the answer. AI blows that model up, because AI can give you an answer, often instantly. So the value isn't in knowing the answer anymore, it's in knowing what questions to ask to get to a deeper understanding, or even to challenge the AI's answer.
It flips Bloom's taxonomy on its head almost. Instead of starting with remember and understand, we're pushing students straight to analyze, evaluate, and create right from the start. If AI can provide basic information or even synthesize complex data, the human role becomes about critical analysis of that information.
Exactly. Instead of memorizing facts, students can use AI as a research assistant, a data cruncher. Their job then becomes, what do I do with this information? What follow-up questions do I have? How can I verify this? What are the limitations of what the AI just told me? That's where true learning happens. That's where critical thinking is honed.
It also teaches them to be discerning. AI isn't always right. It can hallucinate, as they say, or perpetuate biases. So, teaching students to question, to triangulate information, to understand source credibility, these skills become even more crucial when an AI can confidently deliver incorrect or biased information.
It's about intellectual curiosity and skepticism, tempered with a willingness to experiment. It's a much more active and engaging form of learning, honestly. And that brings us to our fifth and final counterintuitive truth. Ignoring AI won't make it go away. Embracing it is an ethical imperative.
This is where the rubber meets the road. I've heard some educators say, I'm just going to ignore it until it blows over, or my district hasn't given any guidance, so I'm not touching it. But that's a dangerous stance, because AI isn't going to blow over. It's a foundational technology, like electricity or the internet.
And by ignoring it, we're not just hindering our own professional development, we're actively disadvantaging our students, especially students in underserved communities who might not have access to these tools at home. If we don't introduce them responsibly in the classroom, they might encounter them elsewhere without any guidance or critical framework.
It becomes an equity issue. The students who have parents who understand AI or access to private tutoring that incorporates it will gain an advantage. Those who rely solely on public education that's burying its head in the sand will fall behind. It's our ethical responsibility to bridge that gap, not widen it.
Precisely, embracing it doesn't mean blindly adopting every new AI tool. It means approaching it thoughtfully, critically, and with an eye towards what truly benefits student learning and prepares them for their future. It's about proactive engagement, not reactive fear.
And it fosters a culture of innovation within the school system, too. When educators are encouraged to experiment, to learn, and to share their findings, it creates a much more dynamic and forward thinking environment. It's not just about AI, it's about modeling lifelong learning for our students.
Absolutely. So, to recap those 5 counterintuitive truths, AI won't replace teachers, but it will transform teaching. It's not just for coding, it's a powerful tool for creativity and humanities. The biggest challenge isn't cheating, it's preparing students for an AI-powered world. AI isn't about giving students answers, it's about empowering them to ask better questions. And finally, ignoring AI won't make it go away. Embracing it is an ethical imperative.
That's a lot to chew on, but I think it's a necessary shift in perspective. It moves us from a place of fear or confusion to one of informed optimism and strategic planning. We're not saying it's easy, but it's essential.
Couldn't agree more, Robert. For all the educators out there listening, we hope this gives you a framework, some food for thought, and maybe even a little courage to lean into this AI revolution. Start small, experiment, talk to your colleagues, and most importantly, keep your students' future at the heart of your decisions.
Fantastic advice, Alice. And thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe to stay up to date with the latest trends in education. We've only scratched the surface today, but we'll be covering each topic from multiple angles in our upcoming deep dives, videos, and resource guides. Visit edresonance.com to explore everything we have to offer. We'll see you next time.